Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here with some more Hearthstone. And do you like random things? I hope you do, because this tavern brawl is all about randomness. A chance encounter. We heard you like random cards. Choose a class and get a randomly filled deck of randomly random cards. Random! Let's randomly pick a class. Mage, why not? And let's go straight into it and see just how badly randomness will make us lose, or make us win. It's all to play for, as everything is random! Let's go.
Khadgar versus Anduin.
We're up against a priest, are we? And our cards are a Shrieking Shroom, Master Oakheart, and a Death Lord. Let's pick the Death Lord and the Shrieking Shroom and get rid of Master Oakheart, and instead get a Mechanical Yeti. The spare parts are random, the minion that's pulled out of my opponent's deck is random, and the one-cost minion that is made by the Shrieking Shroom is also random. Everything is random! Greetings.
Greetings.
That's not random, though. We've got nothing we can do on this turn. Let's hero power. That's not random either. Already, this has been missold to me. We may have to Death Lord. Lawwalker Cho. I'm not going to be playing any spells. I am going to be summoning 1-drops though. With a scream, we get a quite nice 1-drop there. That's not nice to see. But we do have a Kabbalist's Tome. Let's get a Death Lord into play. And start working on getting rid of Lawwalker Cho. And get a Crystalline Oracle. Very nice. Hello, Barnes! That's not the worst drop that we could see. Now, let's get rid of Lawwalker Cho first. Then, we'll get rid of you. Then, we'll get rid, I believe, of you. And I think using the Breath of Sindragosa here, which would be random if there were other targets, to get rid of you is a good idea. And we'll hit you for 1! And get another 1-drop. That's not a very good 1-drop. I'd prefer another Crystalline Oracle. You may have Mad Bomber or Mad Bomber. This isn't good. That's Nat Pagal. Nat Pagal isn't the worst minion to see, and speaking of Nat Pagal, we have Nat Pagal. Let's get a minion. Not a bad minion to see. I think we shall hit Nat Pagal a few times. Why not? And get another 1-drop! Ooh, that's a really good 1-drop. That taunt is really going to help out. You did get a card from Nat Pagal. I do like Nat Pagal. We do have Ragnaros as well. Mind Games. Not the best minion to get. And here is a Joust. You win! That minion is now slightly tougher. You're going to do that. And it's my turn now. Tomb Lurker. Add a random death rattle minion that died this game into your hand. Let's get a potion. That's not a potion I want to use right now. So instead, I shall trade here with my hero power. I shall do this, that, and try and hold on to the board for as long as possible. And get another 1-drop! That's not a bad 1-drop, a 1-3. What are you going to do? Volcanosaur! Ooh, this could be bad. Divine Shield. Taunt. We can clear that. And we will clear that. First, we'll get one of your cards. Ooh, Ravasaur Runt. We'll trade here. Do this. And then I think it's time for Ragnaros the Fire Lord. It's not random if there's only one target. your face. And we get a 1-drop. If you have a mind control tech, we're about to be in some bother. Please don't have a mind control tech.
Welcome to the exam.
You don't. Good. Discover a random death rattle card. I hope you don't discover Sylvanas, as this appears to be a wild brawl. Plated beetle. Coin. 5-drop? Cobalt Scalebane. Okay. That buffs the attack of that. Gelbin Mechatorque. If I use Kabbalist's Tome, I have 4 mana and quite a few spells, but none of them are really that useful. So I shall Ravasaur Runt instead. +1/+1. Poisonous seems pretty good. Poisonous seems really good. Now, I think I want to get rid of the Cobalt Scalebane. Definitely. So, we're going to trade here, then here. +1 attack. Do I want to trade in my Shrieking Shroom? No. Do want to do this, though. And hit face. And get another 1-cost minion! That's not a bad one. Unfortunately, the effect of the Blood Imp doesn't go off. I have a full hand. Ooh, that could be bad. That could be very bad. No Ragnaros? No King Crush? Mookla! Not so bad. I think we can win here. 5 damage to all characters. There's only 1 target left.
Well played.
Well played.
You have been.
Victory is ours! Randomness has worked in my favour. And we cleared a daily. And another one. And got a pack. But will we be victorious next time, as I pick another completely random class? I think it'll be this one. Hunter. Let's go. Might as well just pick them at random, as practically all of the cards that we're going to get have random effects anyway. Some of them have better random effects than others.
Fiesta versus Gul'dan.
A Warlock, eh?
Your soul shall be mine.
Nexus Champion
Let the
Sarad.
hunt
Well
begin.
met. Volatile Elemental. Also not bad. I'm actually going to keep Nexus Champion Sarad. And we got some really high cost minions. Perhaps keeping Sarad was a mistake.
Greetings.
Greetings. Imagine if you got Reno Jackson and it actually was active because all of your cards were completely random. And
Jade Serpent Guide.
hello, Lord Walker Joe again. How are you? I guess I'm not going to be using the coin for a while,
I'm unstable.
but I will play my 2-drop. I don't have any play next turn. You do. Ah. What spell are you going to get? A 1-cost spell.
Don't mess
We're going to hit there. The best thing we can do is Shrieking Shroom. Let's see what we get. That's a 1/1. If I could get it back into my hand, that would be a different story. But we can't. That Volatile Elemental is quite useful here, though. That damage could deal with Lord Walker Cho.
My mouth very rarely explodes.
Jouster? Am I ever going to win one of those jousts? I don't think I will. Ogre Brute. Ouch. Ouch indeed. Infest. I don't want to give you that at all. So I'm going to hit here, do that,
Don't mess with
and
me.
then this. Any target's good. That was one of the better ones. Unfortunately, dealing with Lord Walker Cho is going to be a problem. You're probably going to play a pretty nasty minion, and I'll have to play Nexus Champion Sarad to counter. My opponent has the board, and I don't have much of a way to get it back. giving my opponent the coin is not a good idea, but I might have to. You have 5 cards. Did you draw that Doom Guard? I know you have one.
Ready or not.
Ooh. You got a Death Rattle minion, and you're just going to attack. That does make sense. Elise Starseeker. Or Nexus Champion Sarad. I think this is probably better. And then we'll hit Lorewalker Cho for 1. We really want Lorewalker Cho gone. We want to be able to use the coin. Next turn we do have Piloted Sky Golem, although we are facing a lot of damage. That is 10 on the board right now. And some good trading could completely clear out my board.
Was not in my contract.
Ooh, Witchwood Imp.
Onward, Snuggle
And a Gravel Snout Knight that gave me a pretty decent minion there. A 2/2. That's pretty good. Now you're doing lots of trading. Now you're doing lots of trading. If only I could play you, Mayor Noggenfogger, but I cannot. Instead, I will have to play the Piloted Sky Golem, and be prepared to take a lot of damage to the face. Because I doubt you're going to trade into that, not when you have all of that on the board. Corruption. You gave me a corruption. That's something. And then you're going to ignore it.
I'm unstable.
Volatile Elemental. That'll quite comfortably get rid of anything I play. That's a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Don't want to give you that. But then again, giving you that probably won't hurt. Let's trade. A 3/5. Not the greatest. Volcanosaur may help us out here, though. Taunt. +3 attack. That's definitely going to help out. An 8/6 guarding the way. You could trade all your minions into there, and I'd much rather that you did than do something else, like Siphon Soul. You could have got a Siphon Soul from the Chittering Tunneler. As it stands, it's very unlikely you have one, because it's not random. The Lich King isn't great to see, though. Lich King really isn't great to see, and that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate, but that is random chance for you. Okay, what can we do here? We could lock and load. We could. Well, we can corruption this. I know you're going to get that spell back, but it does mean that the Lich King won't be around forever. Grand Crusader is probably our best bet here. It's not a great card to see. And if we coin out anything, you'll get that coin. So there's really not a lot we can do. Next turn we do have Nefarian, but next turn we're probably in some serious trouble. The Lich King will die, though. But he has 9 mana that he can use to play anything he likes. I just wasn't very lucky with the cards that I got at the beginning. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. If you got Frostmourne... Time Rewinder. That does fill up our hand, which means that we now cannot get a card, and you're just going to play the Lich King again. I believe, unless we get something pretty awesome, we have lost. We can't get anything awesome, because it burns a card. Oh well, well played.
Well played.
Not much I can do here.
Well fought.
That's the downside of randomness. Sometimes it works against you, like it did there. You could argue it worked against my last opponent, that I beat. Let's go for one more, shall we? And this time will be a Shaman. A straight line from the bottom, in the middle to the top. Not so random when you think about it. Let's see what opponent I will face. Will it be an opponent I can beat? Will it be 2 wins and 1 loss, or 1 win and 2 losses?
Margle versus Anduin.
It's another priest.
The light shall bring victory.
Finley Murgleton. And a Gravel Snout Knight. I want to get rid of those 2 and keep these 2. Ooh, a Mad Hatter. And a Wicked Witch Doctor. You'll go first. Greetings, how are you? How random will this be? Probably quite random. This brawl is pretty much about minimizing the randomness, or if you can't minimize it, ensuring that it's more likely to benefit you than not. Copy a spell in your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. Well, I definitely have a spell. I think it's time to start playing minions. Do I want Reinforce or do I want Dagger Mastery? I want Reinforce. And you know what? I also want that 2-3. Not bad, a 1-1. We can trade quite well with that 1-1. Unless you can buff it up to absurd proportions, which you probably can't. Mad Bomber might be good here, though. You've got something. Crackle! Ouch! That does overload you, though. I think I'll trade here. And get my 1-1. If I can keep the board clear, the Mad Hatter's going to be great. I probably can't keep the board clear. That 3 random hats could be useful if they're all on my minions. They'll probably not all be on my minions, though. I do need a 3-drop. You have 1 less mana, and hero powering could be useful if you heal me, but you're not going to heal me. Instead, you're probably going to heal yourself, or play something from your hand, or nothing. Ooh, Evolve. That's really good. Hero power,
The battle.
and board of 2 drops. That one's not so great to see, but the rest of them are good. We have a 1-4, we have a 2-3, that when it's damaged gives us +2 spell damage, and an explosive sheep.
Do you have the artifact?
Ooh. A 3-5 to contend with. Now, I could get rid of that 3-5.
Mojo magic.
Trade here. Trade. If we double check how much damage. Yep, 2. Trade here. And then, this 1-2 is about to become
You get hit, and you get a hit.
a lot more powerful. 4-5 now. Haha. Good thing I managed to get all those hats on that soup vendor. Wow, immediately got the map to the Golden Monkey. Immediately. We can probably trade quite well here. Not with the Spirit of the Dead, though. Well, we can't get rid of that right now. Or can we? Because we can. You'll get that back. And then that will be gone. Haha! Controlling the board! The 1-cost version of that 3-drop is a bit unfortunate to give to my opponent, but what can you do? We could also get a basic totem using the Wicked Witch Doctor. Wow! You already got the monkey. That's going to make things tricky, but not impossible. Because sometimes having all legendaries isn't that useful. And considering that your entire deck and hand is now full of legendary minions, this is actually not a bad card to play.
Prepare to face the mighty Millhouse.
Because you don't have any spells anymore. I think it's time to rush towards the face and hope we can prevail. We can always Nexus Champion Sarad and Hero Power next turn to gain a spell, and we do have the Lich King. Let's hope you don't play something nasty, and if you do, we can hopefully deal with it. No spells for you, Mr. Priest. You only have minions. They're pretty awesome minions. And here's to hoping your entire hand is full of Lawwalker Cho. It's probably not full of Lawwalker Cho. I do have choices next turn. The Curator. You drew 1, you drew 2. A Summoning Stone, eh? Let's negotiate. I'd like a spell, please. That's not a bad one.
No
I want to get rid of this minion and hit you for 4, then 7, then 10, and one more for 11. You may have loads of legendary minions, but you're currently at 5. What legendary minion could save you here? The Lich King would deal with a lot of, And you have that minion. Sadly, that is not sufficient. Well played. Millhouse Mana Storm, you get the killing blow! Haha! 2 wins, 1 loss. Not bad at all. And that is the entirely random brawl of randomness. And another daily cleared. I've cleared all of them. Good news. Is randomness fun? It certainly can be. Sometimes it works against you, sometimes it works in your favour. Such is the nature of randomness, and when everything is random, you can't help but just look at what's happening and go, ah well, there wasn't too much I could do in the end. And there wasn't. And so, when we come back folks, more Hearthstone. Will it be a deck that I've constructed? Yes it will be, because I've crafted Gen Greymane, which gives me access to the even cards mechanic. I really want to build a deck using that. But what deck will I build? I don't know. I've got to think about it. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. There isn't anything random about Millhouse Mana Storm, that's for sure. More often than not, he will make you lose. It's not very random. But sometimes you don't. But more often than not, you will. Later.